What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Ultravox, and we're going to start going through the bonus or non-album tracks included in this expanded edition of Lament 1984. Thank you again to Phil. And the first of these is Easterly, which sounds like a direction, a cardinal direction, but also it's presented in adverb form. So yes, I do wonder what is moving easterly. Not just mine, but I think the most obvious candidate would be a wind, but of course winds can relate to events, trends, or things happening. And to say, which way is the wind blowing could mean getting a read on what to expect in the world of human affairs, though it could also be an actual wind as it relates to incoming weather or an inclement gale. Although, actually, gales, aren't those like in a specific direction? Maybe that's a zephyr. I'm confusing myself with meteorological tunes, or terms, rather. Nevertheless, we'll see what it is, and who knows, maybe it could be an instrumental, and all this will be irrelevant anyway. Let's give it a listen. This is Ultravox. The track is Easterly, and before we start it, I would like to mention I did my first Ultravox music video reaction over on my Patreon, and as you might not be surprised to learn, I figured the most logical place to start was the video for Vienna. So yes, it's an incredible video, and if you'd like to see my reaction to it, you can catch it on Patreon, though for the next, I think, 9 days, it's only for full members, though you can be a full member for as little as, I think, $5 US a month, and that would give you early access to my video reactions, some of my watch-alongs, and also access to behind-the-scenes content, which is always members only, like blooper reels, behind-the-scenes videos, and so on. In any case, enough self-promotion. Let's give it a listen. This is Ultravox. The song is Easterly, and it's a bonus tune included in this expanded edition of Lament 1984. So when I made that offhand comment that who knows, maybe it'll be an instrumental, and this is all a waste of time talking about the potential lyrics, yes, it did actually turn out to be an instrumental, though I definitely pick up on an Eastern flavor, especially in that I think stringed, maybe woodwind, I think it was stringed, but there was one particular instrument in there, the most melodic of them, that would just have these little flourishes. That definitely had a bit of a Middle Eastern or Near Eastern vibe to it. But yeah, most of it is this halting, a bit industrial, maybe that's not the right word, certainly like heavy, metallic, and plodding percussive rhythm, which, in fact, the whole thing sounded a bit like a B-side experimental Depeche Mode track. It sounds like something Martin Gore would do in the mid-'80s. So, yeah, for me, that's a great thing, but definitely a B-side or a non-album tune. Now, you could put this on an album, and, if it bridged 2 tracks, I think it could be very atmospheric, but it's certainly not like, a catchy or even, like, it's not a proper song, first of all. There's no singing on it. So I do get why this is the kind of tune that you would experiment with as a non-album track, as a single, like, B-side, because that's definitely the vibe that it has. But I enjoyed it. It's got atmosphere. It's a bit austere. It's not like full, like, powerful, like, pad chords and so on. It's, a bit halting, a bit unsure, a bit mysterious, and a bit Eastern. But yeah, definitely an interesting one, and one that, like, a minute or two in, I was like, oh wow, it really is going to turn out to be an instrumental. But yes, still with a title that I felt in terms of, or at least in regard to, that one particular instrument, which I don't know. It could just be a violin, but it sounded like, maybe an Eastern stringed instrument. Nevertheless, a cool tune. Looking forward to the remaining bonus tracks in this folder. When we come back next time, it will be Building. So we'll see what that one's all about. Again, and in fact, it shows a couple after that. Yeah, 2 of the ones from the actual album, but it's like the instrumental version. So we have Heart of the Country instrumental and Man of Two Worlds instrumental, then a special mix of White China, an extended mix of One Small Day, and an extended mix of Lament, the title track. So yeah, apparently this is only one of 2 non-album original tracks, and the rest are like variants of the ones that are on the proper album. But I look forward to going through it all, and I don't think that's the end of the Ultravox journey, so we'll have more after that. Thank you again to Phil. And I did want to mention, for those who can't afford to be a Patreon member, because I sort of directed you over there, and there will be more Ultravox video reactions coming. As I said, in 9 days, because I set it to 10 days, so after a 10-day embargo period where only full members can view it, it becomes fully public. So in a little while it'll be available to everyone. In any case, let me know what you think, and I will see you for the next one, as Lucas sleeps ridiculously down here. I wish you could see it. Let me know what you think. I'll see you then. Peace.